Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, my name is Precious. On this channel, I'll help you understand that family relationship is a work in progress through my videos. If this is your first time, I would like you to please press the subscribe button and the notification bell, and also give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. And I will also want to say thank you to all my returning subscribers. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about a question that a subscriber actually asked me. So I got a message from a subscriber who is planning to move to the UK with his family, and actually she sent the message on behalf of like her husband. So her husband is trying to move to the UK, so she's asking me, is it okay for her husband for them to all come together, she, her husband, and 2 kids? What does she need to know, and all of that kind of thing. And I thought to myself, you know what, I think this is a very good idea, because if a lot of people live in Nigeria or live in other parts of the world would want to move to the UK. I'm here to serve you. I've been in the UK and I've got kids, I've got family, and I thought it would be a good idea for me to share what life is like living in the UK with family. So I'm going to be talking about everything about moving to the UK as a family. I'm going to be talking about, in fact, I don't want to give out too much, but I'm going to cover everything. So if you're someone who is planning to move to the UK, you're thinking of moving to the UK, especially now that there are openings for jobs and opportunities in the UK, you may want to start gluing yourself to this channel and start familiarizing yourself with the things that you need to know. But today I'm going to be answering this question based on my knowledge, based on my experience. If you don't know, I've been in the UK for 10 years plus now. While I've been here, I've had my kids. I've done a lot of things by the grace of God. I have started my career by the grace of God. I have done so many things, and I've also seen friends and family move to the UK as well, coming together and coming on their own. So I've had experience. So I thought it would be nice for us that are here on ground to actually tell you guys that are not here what is actually going on. So the question is, can they move together? Can they move, all of them come together to the UK? For me to be able to answer this question, I'm going to classify it on the basis of the pros and the cons of moving to the UK with your family. I am going to be telling you based on what I know, and I'm going to be giving you instances or examples or things that you should bear in mind. But for you to move to the UK, number one thing you need to bear in mind is that, are you coming to stay permanently, or are you coming to go back? If you're coming to stay permanently, then that's a different thing altogether, because it affects everything. It affects the way you're moving. It's even going to affect, okay, we are moving now to the UK, so everything in Nigeria, you can even post some things in Nigeria and not bother, because you know you're moving permanently to the UK, or you're moving temporary. So that is very, very important to you to determine what your plan is, what you're going to be doing. So based on that, you'll be able to know. But for the sake of this video, I will just assume that you're moving permanently, and you also need to plan for the location you're going to. Let's say he's gotten admission. Yeah, obviously he's going to study. For example, I live in Leeds. You're coming to Leeds, right? You need to know what goes on in Leeds, okay? Because what happens in Manchester may not be the same way things happen in Leeds. Leeds City Council may have a different way of doing things, while the Manchester area, they will have a different way of doing things. Even London as well, they have a different way of doing things. So you need to plan specifically for the location that you're going to. It's very, very important. Another thing as well, you need to do your research. I know that there are so many videos out there, which is very, very good, because we are trying to let people know what's going on in the UK, explain to you based on our experience and the experience of other people. You also have to do your research. It's not difficult, so that you'll be prepared, you'll be informed, and you'll be prepared on how to move. Now I'm going to be talking about this whole thing, the process in there, and classing it as the pros and the cons of moving to the UK with your family. And I'm going to start with the pros. The number one pro of moving with your family to the UK is the fact that you're all coming at the same time. Okay, you are coming all together. How will you feel when you're traveling, but you know your family is going to come later? You go and you're just by yourself, and you feel like, oh, okay, I have another family somewhere. But in this aspect, you're coming together, you're doing everything together, you're preparing, moving together, you're packing, you have your eyes on everything that is going on. So that's a pro. It's very important. And by the time your children come here as well, they will be able to settle down under your control. They'll be able to, things will be a little bit more under control because you're all doing it together. That's one pro that I think is very important for you to move with your family if you can. Another thing as well is that the kids have longer time. For example, if let's say you're coming and you're going to go back, I would suggest come with your children, because if you're going to be here 5 years, investing 5 years in the life of a child in the UK is a big deal. Okay, if your children come here for 5 years, is a big investment. So if it's 5 years you're going to be here, what's the point coming here and staying for 2 years? Then you now bring them after 2 years, they only spend 3 years with you. So if I would say you're coming here to stay permanently, I would say come together, so that people will just start things together. They will immediately start school, they will immediately start activities that other kids do here, so they'll be able to just bond and crack on. And the good thing is that children can adjust. Children adjust and adapt really fast to a different environment, more than we adults, to be fair, because by the time they go to school, it just takes them a few months, a few weeks. Basically, they are in flow with the things of the way things run in their schools. Is we adults that takes us a long time, a very long time, to be able to adjust to a new environment, but kids just adjust straight away. Another thing as well that is a pro for me about moving to the UK, coming to the UK with your children, is the fact that you don't have divided attention. If you're coming here to study and you have your family back home, your wife is going to call you, oh honey, baby is sick, or oh, Grace is not feeling well. Your attention is going to be divided. You're going to be worried. You're going to be like, oh God, what's going on? So you basically have a divided attention, because you're basically running two families. You have one family there, you have one family here, and you're just not in charge of things. So it's very important for me personally. If I'm going to advise, if you have the opportunity, you have the resources, you have all it takes, the only reason you don't want to move is because you're scared, or you just want to come and get things ready, I would say that times have changed, that you really need to come and get things ready before you now ask your family to come. You can get things ready even in Nigeria. The way things are, you can look, you go online, search. For example, you're coming to Leeds, you can search from Nigeria or from wherever you are. You'll be able to see accommodation, you'll be able to see schools, you'll be able to see how things are done. If you do your research, by the time you come to the UK, you will not be a novice. Okay, because one of the reasons people tend to come first before their families come is because let me just go and I will not get accommodation, I will not get prepare the place, I will not walk a bit before family comes. If that's what you want to do, that's fine, but I also want to tell you that you can do without that. You can prepare, especially you have people if you have family or you have friends in the UK that will be able to do some things for you. You call them, speak to people. This is the age where people should try to reach out to other people for help. I know that some people are a bit hesitant when it comes to this abroad thing. By the time they have the visa to move abroad, they start hiding things. I understand that, but I don't think you should be hiding it to the people who are already in the place where you're going to, because they are going to be helping you. And it's also very important to know that when you come here, the people you meet is as important as anything at all. So I would say plan yourself, do your research, ask questions to this sister, ask questions, and also pray, believe in God, pray, and that God will be able to give you the decision that is best for you. But from my own experience, I would say come with your family. But I only have 2 cons of moving with your family. 2 cons I have to move with your family. The first thing is that for you to move with your family, is not really a con, but I would say it's a bit of a con somehow, is that you have to be extremely prepared. You're not just going to carry your family, your children, and come to the UK. You're not, no house to stay, no accommodation, nothing, no money, nothing. No. So you have to be extremely prepared. You have to prepare for at least where the accommodation you're going to stay when you land, because it can be very tiring. Remember, you're going to take a flight for 6 hours, come here, depending on where you are. Let's say you're landing in London or you're landing in Manchester. That's not even your final destination, and you're with children. So you need to have accommodation ready that you guys are going to be staying at least for the time being before you now finally get the main accommodation for your family. You have to have cash to be able to eat, cook food. Remember, you have children with you that may not be able to understand, oh, that mommy, daddy, I'm hungry. That's all they know, and you're going to provide for them. You have to be prepared for emergency. Like, you have to be 100% prepared. And these old things, or everything I've mentioned here, can be done while you're still in Nigeria. You can prepare, you can get yourself ready while you're still in Nigeria. Is a con, it's a good thing, but while I said it's a con, is because you have to go step deeper. It's different from you just coming. You can just come and relax anywhere. You can decide not to have breakfast, but when you're with children, you're going to have breakfast. It's very, very important. You're going to have breakfast. Another thing as well that is a con is settling might take a little bit longer, because obviously if you come by yourself, you can rent a house and there's no you're not going shopping, or you're not taking the kids to one place or the other, trying to register them with the GP, trying to take them to school or find school for them. You're not doing all of that because you just came by yourself, and by the time they come, you already know how things are going. You have a ground of, or a hold of how things are in the UK. So I would say that that's a con, because it may take you a little bit longer to settle. And if you're coming to study, and let's say you're coming when your PhD or whatever you're coming to do is close to starting, it may take you longer to settle down. It may take you longer to get a hold of what is going on at school, or what is going on at work, depending on what you're coming here for. So that's just the only con for me. I think it's just you have to be extremely too prepared, and secondly, it takes a bit longer for you to settle down. For me, that's the only con, which I think is not really a big con, to be honest, because you can deal with it. You can manage it. You can prepare while you're in Nigeria, while you're wherever you are. You want to move to the UK, go online. If you go on YouTube now, there are so many people who are talking about relocating and all of that. You can get knowledge. You can message me. So if you're planning to relocate to the UK, you're planning to relocate with your family, you want to ask me questions, I would like you to please message me on Facebook, message me on Instagram. Even if you're not planning to relocating now, you just want to know what's going on with relocation in the UK, message me on Instagram, message me on Facebook, also send me an email. I'll be of help. I will be able to answer you and respond as much as I can, because one thing you don't want to do is move to the UK, move to a place where you know you have people, right? You have people that you can ask questions, but because you don't want to disturb people, you don't want to talk to anybody, you just decide to do it all by yourself. And a lot of times you make mistakes, and some of these mistakes can be very, very costly. So I would say, from my opinion, I would say move to the UK. If you're someone who is in the UK, or you're someone who is abroad, and you think you want to advise this family, I would like you to please advise them on the comment section. What do you think? Should they come together all as a family, or should the man come by himself and get things ready before the family comes? What do you think? My own opinion is that if he's ready, if he has the money, he has the resources, he has everything planned and prepared, I don't see why his family should stay behind. They should all come together and experience the journey of traveling all together. That's my opinion anyway. But at the end of the day, seek the face of God. At the end of the day, do what is best for you. If your husband decides that he wants to come by himself, for now, please stick to it, and know that both ways are fine. Okay, both ways are okay. It's just that it's based on your preference, it's based on what you want to do as a family, but both ways are absolutely okay. So guys, look out for many more videos. I have a lot of videos that I've lined up that I'm going to be doing about relocation, and I also have people who are going to be coming on my channel to talk about relocation. I'm bringing professionals basically to come and talk about relocation. So if you have any relocation question about school, about moving, what you need to know, the skills you need to acquire and all of that thing, please message me, because I am going to be incorporating them into these videos. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please press the subscribe button and the notification bell. The lady who sent me this message, I pray that God directs you, God leads your family, and God gives you that which is best for you and your family. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Be grateful, be positive, and be yourself. See you on my next video. Bye for now.